Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is Stampin' Thursday, and I am Stampin' Dee Dee, and I am so glad to be here with you this morning. I look forward to Thursdays, Stampin' Thursdays. I look forward to planning something and coming up with ideas and making my samples, and I was inspired for today's Stampin' Thursday by a trip that we just took. We just, maybe 2 weeks ago now, got home from a beach trip. And we spent a week, or almost a week, 6 days, at the beach with our son and our daughter and their families, with our grandkids. And I had just received the Beach Day stamp set, the Beach Day bundle. And I was looking at it and I thought, oh my goodness, so much of what we did on the beach that day, that week, is represented here. You know, we built sand castles. We looked for shells and found crabs and shells of all kinds. You know, lots of birds. There were lots of birds, and our grandkids ended up feeding the birds some, and oh my goodness, they swarmed us. We had a couple of beach umbrellas. We had a couple of chairs. We had 4 or 5 chairs. We did all kinds of fun things on the beach that day, and I decided I needed to make a card that represented what we did on the beach that week. And then I decided, why not use this as my Stampin' Thursday this week? So that's what we're going to do. This is the first card I made. And, you know, I wanted to include the sandcastle and the umbrella, the birds, the waves. We spent a lot of time, and especially the kids, jumping waves all day long. They jumped waves and played on their boogie boards, and, you know, we're just exhausted in the evenings. And I went out a couple of times and jumped the waves with them, and man, that was tiring. So lots of waves just rolling in all the time. So I wanted to be sure and represent the waves. And on this one, I used my Stampin' Blends to create the background. And, you know, I liked that a whole lot. But on this one, I got a separate sheet of basic white cardstock and used my Stampin' Blends to create, just to add color to the cardstock, sort of like, this was a sample of one that I did, that I didn't use, but this is what I did, and this is what we're going to do today. And then I cut out my pieces. I die cut my pieces, my waves, my tree, all of it from that piece of cardstock. And I really liked that. I liked the look, and I liked that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this card or something similar to this. I wanted to show you all the ways that you could use the pieces, especially the wave pieces. I found lots of ways to use those. So I hope if you're watching live that you will comment and let me know that you're here. I love to hear from you. I love to see who's watching. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I also, if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for doing that. And I hope you'll comment as well. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, and you'll be notified every time a new video is posted. I always post my Stampin' Thursdays. Coming up next week is Dying to Know. It's a Facebook Live video on Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock that I will be doing. And I pick a bundle that has unique parts to it, parts that maybe might keep you from using it if you had not seen it used. So this month, we are going to look at Unbounded Love. Now, the stamp set is all sentiments, and they're awesome sentiments. Hope is believing in a brighter tomorrow. Love never gives up. Faith is being sure of what we cannot see. Peace makes the world a better place. You're a true blessing. Best of luck. Celebrate. Hello, you're loved with sympathy. Happy birthday. My heart goes out to you. So many different sentiments that you can use for any type of card. The unique, and these are photopolymer, so they're easy to position on your card. But the thing that is so unique about Unbounded Love are the dies that come with it. Now, just at first glance, you think, oh, well, great, all these shapes, that'll work perfect. They're made to fit the sentiments on here, but once you start cutting with these dies, you'll realize they don't all work that way, and it gives you some wonderful opportunities to mix colors and to really dress up your sentiment. So I'm not going to go into any of that right now because I'll be doing that Tuesday evening. So I hope you'll join me for Dying to Know, June 4th at 7 o'clock. Is the 4th? Let's see. Let me look right here. It's not. It's not June 4th. It is June 11th. So I think it was supposed to have been this week, but I have been in VBS all week this week. And, yeah, it was supposed to have been this week, but it won't be. It'll be next week. Sorry about that. I messed that up royally. This has been a crazy week. It's been a crazy June. So let's get on with today's card. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is create our background. This is our card base, and it is Pool Party. And I'm going to go ahead and get it folded. I think I forgot to score it. All right, there we are. We'll set that aside. And this is Coastal Cabana. And this is what we're going to use as our card front. We've got some glitter on there. So we've got those ready to go. But this is, we're going to use just a piece of white. A piece of white, basic white cardstock. I hope my video is doing all right. All right, I think it is now. Move this over here just a little bit. We're going to move these out of the way. So I'm going to grab 3 different inks. I'm going to use Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, and Shaded Spruce. All 3 of these to create this background. And I'm going to use my stamping blends. So I'm going to start with a blue. And I'm going to start with Pretty Peacock. So I'll get that open. All right. So I start off of my paper so I don't leave a blotchy place on my paper. I'm going to ink it up, start off with the paper. And I'm going to try to get all 3 colors on here twice. Hi, Kay. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Did I mess you up for Tuesday night? Did you show up for Dying to Know and I wasn't there? Oh man, you know how crazy this month has been for me. So, yeah, I just flat messed up. All right, now I'm gonna just rub this just a little bit to get that color of blue off, and then I'm going to open up my Lost Lagoon, and we're going to use it. Start off, and they're very similar in color. Very similar, but lighter. It's lighter. All right. Okay, I think I've got all I need on here. There we go. And then I'm going to set my blue blends aside and get my green blend. And this is Shaded Spruce. And I've got my green. This is darker. So I'm really going to start off on this one because it's a darker color than the other two. And I'm going to blend them together as much as I can. This doesn't take a lot of ink to do this. All right, now I'm going to go back to my blue and do that again. Just creating a background. Okay, got that one. Clean my brush a little bit. Get my Lost Lagoon on here. I love Lost Lagoon. It's a lighter color, but I love that shade. Okay. I think I want it a little bit darker. One more time. Okay. All right, and then I'll go with my green one more time and start off so it doesn't get too dark. One more time. And blend the two together, and I think we've got it. I think we've got it. So I'm going to put my blending brushes away. Close my ink. And we're ready to do some stamping and die cutting. Okay, set those aside. All right, and so what I want to do, I think what I'll do, while I've got my scrap piece here, I'm going to go ahead and blend one more for my sun, or my setting sun. And I'm going to use Pumpkin Pie and Daffodil Delight. So I'll open my Pumpkin Pie and find my orange blend. Here's my orange blend. And I want to make just a thin line because my sun isn't that big. Whoops, now see, I didn't start off over there. And that's what happens if you don't start off the edge. You get a blotchy look. Okay. I think I need just a little bit more right here. There we go. All right. And so I can put my orange away and grab my yellow. And where is it? There it is. My yellow. I'm going to put this away. Open my this is Daffodil Delight. And we're going to do blend those two together really well. All right. And every sun that you do is going to look different. That's the neat thing about using your blending brushes and your ink pads, because it'll never look the same, rather than using just cardstock. All right, so what I'm going to do is grab my 1 3/4 inch circle, and I'm going to go ahead and find the place that I like the best. I like that. I kind of like that blotchy look right there. Maybe a little of it. I'll try over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it right here. Well, there it went. Okay. It's on the floor. All right. Oh, well then. So now we've got our sun with it going down, creating an oranger look at the bottom. Okay, we don't need this anymore. Now we're going to decide which things we're going to stamp. There it is. I still need my white. No, I don't need my white. We're going to stamp on this. So I'm going to stamp my umbrella. Let me get a block for that. And I want it to have some of the green. So I'm going to stamp it here at the bottom. And I'm going to use Memento ink for that. Black Memento. I'm going to get a pad. I like to use a pad, foam pad, under my product, under my paper when I'm stamping with photopolymer stamps. Okay, it's darker over here, and I'm going to tilt it just a little bit. Okay, get that. And I'm going to stamp my chair. Here's the chair. So we'll stamp it. And I'm not so picky about where it is. So I'll just put it down here. What else do I need to stamp in this one? Nothing. Okay. All right. And sometimes I get in a hurry and don't stamp it, don't ink it up real well. So I just grab my micron pen and fill that in. There we go. And then on the brown, we're going to, this is pecan pie. We're going to stamp the sandcastle. Get it good and inked up. We'll stamp it right down here. There we go. All right. We are going to put this piece at the bottom of our card. So I'm going to go ahead. Well, now I think I'm going to wait till after I put the pieces in, so they'll be positioned right. So we're not going to stamp that right now. Now we're going to do some die cutting. And I'm going to use my mini cut and emboss. And I'm going to die cut my sandcastle. And that is right here. Now on one of my cards, I just stamped the sandcastle onto the background. But on this one, I really wanted to die cut it. So I'm going to do that. And run it through. Get my little sandcastle out. There it is. I'm going to put it with the sun up so I don't lose it, and then it sticks to my finger. All right, and that's the only brown. I already have, or I did, yeah. I already have the stem, the trunk of the tree die cut. And it actually, that, I didn't stamp it. I just die cut it, and it comes out that way. It comes out with the ridges. All right. Set that aside, and now we're going to die cut. I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to do it with the trimmer though, because I'm going to use this edge. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this right here so I can die cut it. But I didn't want to mess up my edge. Now we're going to die cut these. So we've got the umbrella. Die cut that. And the chair. We'll die cut that. So I'll get these positioned on here. secure them with some Post-it tape. Get this one positioned. Secure it with Post-it tape. We're ready to go. Okay. And, all right. I'm not through die cutting yet. I need my leaves for my tree, but we're not going to stamp that. So there's my umbrella. Put that back there. And here's my sling back chair. I'll put this, where did I have this? I think the umbrella went this way. You have to piece it all back together so you have room for all your dies in there. All right, so for now, now we're going to go on and die cut our waves. So I could have I used the same color on this. So instead of die cutting a piece of the wave twice, I'm going to die cut the whole thing off of this. That way I'll have the whole thing. This would not have left me enough. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to secure it. It'll be the same. Come on. I think I don't have it there. I need to get my, there, all my plates in straight. And pull it down this way a little bit. Sometimes the mini gets real picky with long pieces of something. All right. Now I'm going to show you something about this. Let me see. Yeah. I'm going to set this over here. Set these over here. So there's lots of ways to use this wave. But this was the way that I really liked using it. You've got little pieces in here that are actually just cut out, but I used them on my card. So I'm going to show you that. Turn it over so you get the color. Okay. You've got another one here. You got to get them out, though. There's, get the pokey and get them out. Now, here's another little bitty one. There's that one. Okay, that's all from that. So now we've got this left. And I'll cut it loose there. And I won't be using all of that. There are some areas right here, but it didn't cut like it was supposed to. So I'm just going to pull it out. Cut it right there. Okay. And these are all, you know, cut into your paper to create the wavy look. All right. So I'm going to use this part of it on my background. There's this one, but I'm going to use it this way. And I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. Remember, I've got these pieces, and I have some left over from another project, so I may use them too. What I did on this one was used anything that looked interesting. Anything that looked like I could use to build a wave. So we're going to use this one right here. And I'm going to, where's my blue brush? And my paper. I don't see it. I just need to get this little piece right here colored. There. There. Where I cut that piece out. So I'll use this one here. And where's my piece of... So I've got my sand here. And I've got this piece left. So from it, I'm going to cut a short piece. Yeah, I'm going to cut it here. And create the wave that hits the beach first. So I'm just going to tear. And I want to get as much of the white to show as I can. So I'm trying to tear it so that it leaves a good bit of the white. All right. And my beach needs to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to grab my little trimmer and cut this down just a little bit. There. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and get this down. No, not this one, this one. All right, I'm just going to put it down on the card front. A sandy beach. And then this one is going to go right here. Waves, coming onto the beach. And I'm probably going to use my liquid glue for that. I used my little applicator bottle here, but I just pulled the stem out. This one's getting used a lot, so I need to clean off so that my lid doesn't stick to the applicator, and pull it off. Okay. I'm going to get this down right over my beach, my sand. All right, here's the wave coming in, the first wave. And then the second one is going to be right behind it. So I'm going to get it. I think what I'm going to do, and I think it's what I did on this one, I think I cut this wave out. Let's see how far this goes. To right there. So, you know, these, I don't know how it was intended to be used, but it's the way I did it. I just tried to make it look authentic. And then that left me with another one. All right, so I'm going to bring this one in. I'm going to do it this way. The waves rolling in. Get those waves rolling in. You know, it's been a long time since I've gone and sat on a beach. And I don't think I've ever, well, maybe on a cruise with one of my grandchildren, but I don't think I've ever done it with all of my grandchildren. So it was really special. And what I'm going to do is make this a little curved around the edges. I'm even going to come in and give this a little bit of a curve. It's not hard to do. There. All right, this is the next wave coming in. All right. I'll have to do the edge once I get it down. See all these little pieces that you can use and create your card. And then I've got these. The further away you get, the smaller they get. And I'm going to put this one on. Pick it up. They're real tiny. I'm going to put it pretty close to that one. Just get a little bit of glue. I'm going to have to get that glue off of it. It's on my hands. And I know one of my friends hates the white glue because of for this very reason. And it does. There are times when it absolutely does get on your fingers and you can't get it off. You can't, and then you can't do anything, which is, I almost feel like this is one of those times. I normally don't have trouble with white glue, but this is so tiny. All right. There's that last wave coming in. And then we need a horizon. And so I'm going to use this edge and cut a horizon. Just a tiny sliver of a horizon. There it is. It's going to be our horizon. You've got to have a straight edge for the horizon. When you look at the ocean, when you look out over the ocean, the horizon, no matter how many waves you have coming in, the horizon is a straight edge. I'm going to put that right here. And before my glue dries, I'm going to tuck my sun in, and I'm going to have to trim it. Where's my, this. Trim it down a little bit. Depends on how much space you leave on your card. And I didn't leave as much space on this one as I did on the other one. I'm going to trim it down a little bit more. Losing some of our Did I get it? Yeah, I didn't leave nearly as much space. Now, get this tucked in here. There we go. Before it dries completely. And put a little bit of glue right under here to hold our sun down. All right, so we've created our waves, our horizon, the sun going down. And now we're going to create our beach theme. So I'll start with my tree, and I need to use this and cut my tree fronds. Okay. So they're right here, and there's 2 sets of them. So we're going to cut those, and I want them to look different. So I'm kind of placing them differently. Get those cut. Now, and I'm going to, still got glue on my hands, I'm going to get down my tree trunk first. And it's going to go right over here. And my fronds are going to go on with dimensionals, with the minis. So I'll put a mini dimensional right there and one right there. And on this one, I'll put one right here and one right here. All right, get those off. And these off. And our fronds are going to kind of go like this. And like this. Right there. We have our birds. We'll go on and stamp the birds that are on the ground with our black memento. Have our birds. One up here. Make sure I get it inked. And one right here. All right. Clean my stamp, put it back. Get my other bird. And I think I didn't, because I was running short on space, maybe I can get a bird right there. It's really not in the water. It's just flying low over the water. There we go. Get that done. And we've got some seashells and sand right here. And I'm going to go ahead and let me see. I didn't cut my grass out. So let me cut, where's my grass? Here it is. I've got plenty of stuff left. Let me cut my grass out of this. And should have cut that while ago. Forgot about it. So we're going to cut some grass. Get our grass off of here. Put my dye back. The grass is going to go right at the base of the tree. I don't want to get that ink, whatever that's off of. I don't want to get it. Okay, the grass is going to go right there. Now we can stamp our... Now, let's go on. I think we can do this. Let me put this under... I don't know what I did with my big sheet. Oh, I see it. Because this will be stamped off just a little bit. We're going to stamp it off right over here. And then we're going to stamp some right down here. When the high tide comes in, we'll see where else we might be able to stamp it once we get our sandcastle down. And we're going to put it down with minis. It's going to go right up here by the water. Our umbrella, is going to go right down here with dimensionals. There. Couldn't get that one off. It'll go right down here. Our chair is going to go right here. And it's just glued down. Right there. I put a dot of glue under the end of the umbrella because I did want it down. And I'm going to use my pecan pie marker, my Stampin' marker, and just kind of mound some dirt around this because we had to screw that umbrella down into the ground so it would stay up. You know, these things you learn. And then around the base of the tree, just a little bit, so that it's not floating. All right. So we have everything except the sentiment. And the sentiment is Enjoy Today. And I think it'll go right there. There we go. I'm going to tap that one down just a tad. There. And now we have our card front created. Now, one thing I wanted to show you, my goodness, this one took longer than I anticipated, is that you can use your color lifter. And I don't know that it's really going to show up on this. But I'm going to give it a try. To create some interest, I'm going to put polka dots with my color lifter. You could also do it with another Stampin' blend. And then I wanted to use my Wink of Stella and put it on my sun. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And that's it. That is it. We're going to put that on the card front. And I'm going to do that with my Stampin' Seal. Here we go. We have created our, you know what I wanted to do? I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. Nope. All right. There is our beach scene with our waves coming in, our sandcastle, our umbrella, our birds. There were lots of birds. So, I didn't do the inside of that one. The other one that I did was when I blended the whole background. So, either way, you can do it. And then I just colored and cut out my different bits and pieces. So, 2 different ways to do this card to create a beach scene. And I hope I've inspired you to use this set to get this set and use it. I would, if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to help you with that. And you could go right here on in the comments and comment, and I'll get back to you, or email me at susiezoo@verizon.net, and I would love to help you, and if you don't have somebody doing that. And so we've got lots of new products out. We have some more new online exclusive products that have just come out, so be sure and check that out. The link to my online shopping store is on the website, on this website. So let me know and I'll help you out. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Thanks, Kay, for being here. You're so good to watch my videos. Love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.